what's up, North County? I'm your host, Randy Doty, and today we are talking safety with, oh my gosh.
Gina Grieve.
Gina Grieve. I totally blew that. I am so sorry. Anyways, we are talking SafetyFest, which is coming up this weekend. It's the third annual SafetyFest, and so you have come on here to tell us about how big it's gotten in the 3 years and the support that you guys have gotten, because looking at this list right here is amazing. And tell us all about it. So let's start from the beginning. Why was this formed? What's the purpose of this?
Well, by the way, thanks for having me, Randy.
Sure.
It's a pleasure to be on today. The SafetyFest, the inaugural SafetyFest was 3 years ago, obviously, and we thought because we're a great community, and we all care about our safety, obviously. So I felt, and we've always done a great job in our community, the first responders, in bringing people together throughout the year. They do a lot of different activities. They have open houses at the firehouse, and all this is awesome. And I'm so thankful to live in our community because of that. But we thought, let's take it a next step further. Let's create an entity, and it's community-based, 100% volunteer-based, an initiative right now, somewhat of like a campaign. It's a standalone entity that we just created to help sponsor and support the city, as well as help the community become more aware of any type of emergency resources, training that exists in our community that they can take advantage of and learn how to be more proactive in being ready for a disaster and emergency. I mean, all of us have experienced, or not all of us, but most of us in our local community, some type of earthquake experience, whether it's shaking, exactly,
earthquake, which was huge,
right?
Here.
And then also the flooding, the recent flooding, and also, I mean, in our kitchen, I mean, how many people, kitchen safety, I mean, do you forget to turn off your burners? I mean, just a lot of the basics that we forget about, or we we just don't always think about it. Driving, traffic safety, bike safety, all of that, of which the first responders do a phenomenal job, like I said. But we wanted to bring them into a community event, and which is the SafetyFest, which we planned 3 years ago. And we wanted to add professional safety experts or organizations that specialize in some type of safety type of business or service. But then even then, it extends out to home health, wellness. For example, home health does, I used to work for home health agencies, so they do safety checks in the home. They make sure people are safe so they don't fall. How many times does the fire and emergency team in Paso have to report to calls that are people that have fallen? That's just one example. So, I mean, and then cybersecurity, that's another form of safety. We have an organization, Spill Hero, that's going to be here this year, and it's how to and what to do when you have chemicals that have spill, or there's a challenge with chemicals in
hazmat team.
What do they do? What do you do? What do you do to help prevent it from worsening? Or how do you handle and manage and store your chemicals? I mean, these are things that we don't always think about all the time. And we wanted to create an event that brought all these experts together, resources in one place, and training. I mean, we have hands-only CPR. We have that every year. We have self-defense. We have
all at this event.
All at this event.
Oh, really?
It's pretty amazing, and it's fun. All the kids are excited. We make it fun. Like, we have the U.S. Coast Guard. They do a life ring toss. It's so fun. We have Parks and Rec that does a lot of kids activities to really promote the importance of being outside, outdoors, not behind a computer playing games all day.
Right, that's really important.
I mean, there's just so many awesome messages in this event, and for all ages, especially for kids and their families, and all ages, like I said. And then we have also some cool demos, like we have the K9 demos scheduled. That's on the program. And by the way, I'll probably repeat it a couple times, but if you guys log on to SafetyFest.live, you'll see everything there. I mean,
from what you guys did last year.
Yeah, I mean, this year I updated it. There's a schedule on there. There's a program. You could kind of see what you're walking into before you attend it.
Well, you have, I mean, look at the exhibitors and first responders. I mean, you got obviously the Spill Hero. You have, American Red Cross is going to be there. You have our one and only, Lori Bryant with SLO County News is going to be there. You got Hope United. You got all these great Coast Guard, like you said. You have San Luis Ambulance, Cal Fire. You have all these different, a ton of organizations that's going to be there, which is going to just fill the park, downtown park, right?
Yes.
And with, like you said, the activities, and so it's a great place for anybody. Like you said, preparedness is probably the key to being proactive, right?
Yeah.
Prepare yourself, okay? So like CPR. CPR is a great example of, how many people are really CPR certified, or, I mean, everybody knows, kind of this or the compressions, but do you really know it? Like, I've been through it. I still don't feel like I know it. I would be terrified if I was in the situation. But I think, being prepared and going through the classes and having these, professionals teach you, teach us how to be prepared for when that does happen. It's not such a shock and, kind of a deer in the headlights type of thing.
Yeah, and also it really, as a whole, this kind of goes back to your question on why we're doing this. It's not just to protect yourself or help yourself and your family, but it's neighbors. Because, we're such a close-knit, community, a village.
Oh, absolutely.
And, we like to help each other. And this is one way to feel more confident, like you said, knowing how to perform CPR, first aid, or whatever, what to do when something happens. And a great program to learn all of the above is CERT, it stands for Community Emergency Response Team. And we have 5 teams. I think I spoke to you earlier about it. And we have 5 teams in our county. And we're the North SLO County CERT team. And I'm trained and certified. And that's exactly what you learn. Like, if there's an earthquake, we're in a simulated situation. We're trained on what to do. And it's a course that I recommend everyone take, because you learn what to do. And with the recent floods, we were called out to help support Fire and Emergency Services program, our team, the CERT team. We helped do sandbags, we helped with evacuations, we sat on the river and watched the level of the river to help out and support for fire and emergency. So we even help out with weed abatement inspections, at least the director has. So, we do what we can to help support not only the fire and emergency team, but also, in the community in general.
So obviously this organization is a volunteer organization.
It is.
How many people are involved with CERT?
Quite a few. Like I said, we have 5 teams. I think 3 of the 5 are active throughout the entire county. Here in North SLO County, the CERT team, we have, it's climbing. And it's interesting because it's actually a no-brainer. Anytime there is an incident like the recent floods, we get flooded with tons of calls. It's like, can I sign up? When's your next class? And we put them on a waiting list if we're full or whatever. But we have like over 100 and something volunteers, but not all of them are active.
Right.
Yeah.
But people that participate one way or another.
Yeah. And some of them just are trained, but they don't want to volunteer to be active. Right now we have 25 CERT volunteers helping at this event. And event proceeds go to support them. That's a good cause. Nobody makes any money on this as far as, and actually, yeah, we like that because this is a service to the community and to support philanthropy. I mean, it's all about philanthropy and raising those funds for CERT so they can have more equipment and more opportunities to offer more trainings and grow the entity stronger.
So Gina, this is a once per year event, right?
Right now it is.
Okay,
yeah.
it seems like it would be something that could go twice,
Totally.
bare minimum. Just because it's, you get to that, like some people, I mean, our weekends, as you know, North County is jam-packed with things. You got graduation, you got school, you got people leaving. So it's almost like it's, this would be a benefit to have like 6 months prior too, just to kind of keep that in there. And also probably like some of these organizations that I'm reading, like CAL FIRE, they could potentially have like an employment information, recruitment there. I mean, all of these guys, because they're always, trying to recruit the right people, and people go and are able to talk to somebody. That's where their interest is, and that's where things grow,
It's interesting you bring that up because CHP, they're always recruiting. They promote that at the event. Armed Forces, we've had them there as well. And then we've had the Coast Guard, they'll recruit. Right now it's just the auxiliary team in the local Morro Bay station.
Okay.
So, but
now, have you ever had what prompted you to get involved with CERT?
My father, this is just my personal experience. My father's retired Forest Service. He was the administrative officer for Los Padres National Forest years ago, and he retired. And so I grew up with like Smokey being my brother in a way, And so I've always had I always learned, safety and, what to do when you're hiking, how to prevent fires. And it's always been in my blood, if you will. But I think it's just something that's always interested in. I've always had interest in just the way I was raised. But I think more so now, I'm seeing community-wide the benefit, and spreading the message like this is where I want to be. And I feel every day when I put my work into this, it's not work. It's an opportunity to share information that could actually save somebody's life. Because, and what's really cool is this event, when the kids come, we make it so much fun for them. They remind their parents and grandparents what they need to be doing to be safe. And,
oh yeah, kids are great at that.
Oh, aren't they?
Yeah.
And so that is how we also want to look at this as an opportunity to not only keep the kids safe, but their families and extended family. But to answer your question, the real reason is making an impact in people's lives. It's like public service. I've worked for nonprofits for years, and safety is the area where I just have that love. So that's why I'm in the CERT program, and I want to keep myself and community and neighbors safe too. So
Gina, I know we obviously live in paradise, right? I mean, we really can't. There's not a lot to gripe about, but do you feel an event like this helps to get people more prepared and kind of be ready to jump in versus like if you guys weren't to have this? I mean, we talk about this. This is the third annual. Yeah. What went on beforehand? Nothing.
Well, no, like I said earlier, there were every year, I think the fire and emergency team, Paso Robles Fire and Emergency Services, they host a firehouse event. Now they're doing a lot of sound alarm collaboration with the American Red Cross. They're doing a lot more. They do a lot of outreach. They just recently were at St. Rose's doing a little display, emergency display exhibit for the school. So they're doing a lot of outreach at the schools as well.
But this is just one.
But as far
place.
as community,
Right.
They used to years ago, I think, do something similar, and I don't want to speak on that behalf of what's happened in the past, but I do know there's never been an event like this with all the safety elements, maybe just first responders or nothing like this. And our other idea is to take this to the next level and do, like you said, whether it be a commercial trade show on safety every year for the businesses. I think that would be cool because there's so much knowledge that the businesses would benefit from on safety. You know, we're our own world in our business world. So that was, we're kind of gearing away from the Safety Fest, but that's something maybe we'll visit in the future.
Well, it's part of the growth. It's part of the growth of the
Exactly.
program. You're 3 years into it.
Yeah.
You know, like you said at the beginning, your first year, it was like, you didn't, the volunteers and the helping was a lot less than what it is now. I mean, I can only see that, and now people are probably reaching out to you versus you reaching out the first year going, hey, we're putting this event together. Would you like to be involved? And so now, you're in your third year with the looks of it. It looks like, people are reaching out to you in the off season or after they hear about it goes, oh man, I really want to be a part of that next year. So you're able to start building this. That's what you're doing is with this foundation. So it's awesome. I think the program is really cool. And I think it's definitely needed, especially among the young, the younger generation. I think they lack, I don't want to say this sounds bad, but I think they lack in some of these, like, be prepared, because they haven't really been through anything, I mean, were you here during the San Simeon earthquake? Okay, so that was pretty huge for the North County. But I mean, like the floods and you talk about, but I mean, we've had massive fires. We've had the whole Las Palitas, fires. We've had the whole mountaintops were on. You didn't know if you were getting evacuated or they're coming this way. So it's the younger generation that just really hasn't been exposed to those crazy times that I think we have. So
it's true. I think experience, and when it happens, then we think about it. And the other purpose of this, the initiative PASOSafe, as well as, more so SafetyFest is the community outreach side of it, is this. You can't just say, okay, there's another thing on safety, whatever, or just rely on first responders. Thank you, first responders, for all you do. Oh my goodness, I don't know what we would do. And they're amazing, but we can do so much to alleviate a lot of those calls that they could spend, maybe going off to another call that's even more serious. Or avoid accidents, or avoid the fire in the kitchen, or avoid the fall, or whatever it is. And we just need to, like you said a few times, as well as myself, pay attention throughout. Every day think about it. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to think things differently here. What can I do that has to do with safety? What do I want to learn? What are some milestones that I could remind myself about for safety? And, a lot of our volunteers cross-volunteer. We have Sheriff Auxiliary, we have CERT team, and then we have the local PD volunteer, the community volunteer patrol. a lot of them belong to all three. And that's how committed a lot of our community members are, residents are, to safety. So, they're great role models to look at. And
does a lot of these
pretty cool.
Does a lot of these volunteer, like you're mentioning these different teams, do most of the people that are part of that, do they have that background? Like, were they in law enforcement, or do you have to be like the part of CERT, do you have to be some sort of first responder, have some sort of background, so you could be just you can learn from being on the team?
Exactly, and that's the cool thing about it. It's like I get goosebumps. I just did, just thinking about that, because you can be Jane or John, and you work in far from a safety type industry position or first responders, position, and you just, if you want to take safety a little more seriously, or just the basics, just learn the basics. Take the class or classes and know what to do in case something happens. So you feel safer, and for your family as well. And I think that's the most important thing.
Is there any type of certifications that you guys do, like say, or awarenesses, or like say for a business, they have an employee base, 15, 20. Do you have anything that you could offer to a business for preparedness or for their team? Is that what you guys do as well?
Actually, we do train. In fact, I think we have something coming up. John Spooner works directly with some organizations and companies that might ask for it. I think I recently had a church that asked, so I think we're going to be talking about that after the event, maybe doing a group type. We train the staff or of any business, or it's not like it's more individuals, but we do work with groups too. We're happy to do that. And the other, we do pet safety classes. We do communications, radio communications. So, like ham radio. If you want to learn more about that, we'll. So
will all these be there tomorrow?
We don't do ham radio specific. We'll refer you out to that. But we do have a communications course. So
interesting.
Yeah, so we have a series of courses throughout the year, and the good news is, in the near future, in the next couple months, we're going to be launching our Teen CERT program, so we can get teens involved, which is pretty exciting, because teaching them at a young age, you just mentioned earlier, it would be good to have a lot of the kids be more involved. So that's why we're launching that part of our program. And CERT is an extension or part of FEMA. I don't know if you guys know that. That's,
Oh, nice.
So if you go into FEMA website, you'll see you'll learn a lot about CERT through them as well. So it's nationwide. CERT teams are throughout the United States, all over.
So what's the growth for next year for SafetyFest?
For SafetyFest?
Yeah, what's the next, how big do you see SafetyFest? Because this is, with the amount of, I keep going back to this because there's a lot of exhibitors and first responders. It looks small, but that's a lot.
I know.
That's a lot of people being involved. So what's the next step for SafetyFest?
Well, this is kind of what I've seen happen over the last 3 years. Like the first year, we got pretty good support through sponsorship and exhibitors, not as much on volunteers, so that was a challenge. But I think all nonprofits and organizations, along with the city, was challenged with not having enough volunteers. That's been a common challenge. But then second year, and plus this was new,
Right.
And then second year, this is kind of the evolution. We got new sponsors. Some of them fell off or just weren't available, and then we got a slew of new ones. This year, the same thing. Some came back. A lot of them, wanted to, but they couldn't. And then we got new ones. So with that said, I'm like, okay, how do we make sure throughout all these 3 years, because we have an extensive list. And so I'm already talking to them about next year. It's like, you guys, the first Saturday of June every year, we're getting it approved through council ahead of time. I can't say next year it will be on this date until it gets approved through council. However, that's our goal, the first Saturday of June every year.
So just kind of mark that in your
Mark
calendar.
it in your calendar.
That way it's easy to remember.
Put it tentative.
You don't have to have a date.
Tentative, yeah, because I don't want to say that's when it is when it hasn't been approved yet. But that's our goal. And I know we have other conflicting events in our community, and we try to our best not to, overlap with
Kind of hard to do.
It really is.
So.
But ours is, I think, one year, the first year we collaborated with Downtown Main Street Association with their trading day. So that weekend was a little challenge because they had the cruise in a Atascadero.
Gotcha.
So that attendance was a little low. So to answer your question, as we grow, I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more exhibitors. The park's going to be like full.
Awesome.
Right now, it's not as full. I think we're averaging to about 50 exhibitors on the average. I think we're down to 45 because we've had a few fall off this year for unexpected emergency type situations.
Gina, how does somebody, do you have a website? How does somebody,
Yes.
so tell me about the event. So it starts tomorrow,
Yes.
10 a.m.
10 to 3
Okay.
in the downtown city park. It's free admission.
Okay.
And, I forgot to tell everybody, the MAC, the Paso Robles Museum,
Okay.
Kids Museum, a Children's Museum, MAC, the fire truck's going to be there too.
Oh, very cool.
And everybody loves that truck, so I want to make sure I put that out there.
Look, and it looks like you have live music tomorrow as well.
Yes, live music, and we do have prizes, giveaways as well. So you take 2 surveys, you get 2 tickets, you're entered in a drawing. And the surveys they're not brutal, trust me. It's just community safety priorities. We want to hear from you guys on your feedback, and they're on the website too. You can check them out. And then the event feedback. And then also, we will have first responders a tug of war competition. So that will be a lot of fun.
Right.
So we just have a lineup of just fun stuff all day. So we really hope everyone in the community can make it. But how to find us and learn more about us, just visit www. I still use that.
I know, right?
I know. I'm old school.
They might not remember that part, you know?
No, it's safetyfest.live is where you're going to find all the information. And then if you want to learn more about CERT, you're going to want to visit North SLO County CERT.org, and you can learn more about them. And if you come to the event, they have a Disasterville. It's a simulation of what it's like in a home, and it's for the kids. It's like, we don't scare them. It's okay. But it's kind of makes it fun activity for the kids to be able to learn in an environment that they can relate to. So there's a home with a fire, a flood, and an earthquake. And how to learn how to be safe, and it's a pretty cool concept. So that's going to be a big event or part of the event. So
Oh, very cool.
yeah, we're really excited. So again, we hope everyone in the community can make it. I just, if you're around, we would love to see you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Gina, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Appreciate coming on last minute.
Yeah,
of course,
no,
but
thanks for having us.
nevertheless, it's an important event. It's an important event that starts tomorrow. That happens tomorrow, downtown City Park, Paso Robles, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's a free event. Bring the kids because there's going to be a ton of activities. Bring your lawn chairs because there's going to be live music.
Yes.
So come down, enjoy the atmosphere, and talk to these people and see how you can be involved and jump on board.
Yeah, and be safe.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gina. I really appreciate it.
So nice
All right.
to meet you. Oh, I have something for you. I have Safety Fest t-shirts for you guys. Eric
Very cool.
see.
Now, can somebody buy these there tomorrow?
We're going to raffle off quite a few of them. So you got to come by, enter in to win. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you so much.
I almost forgot.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate that.
All right.
All right, Gina, thanks again.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, guys. If you don't have anything going on tomorrow, downtown City Park, past Robles from 10 to 3 p.m. You do not want to miss the third annual Safety Fest. All the first responders. You got American Heart Association. You got everybody that's going to be down there to help you get ready for the unthinkable. It's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, so be prepared. But as always, guys, we can't do this without you and our sponsors. We'd like to thank Escalar Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, Santo Brothers Plumbing, North County Junk Removal, Hanson Enterprises, Story Termite Pest Control, Borhoen Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, Airflow Filter Services, Suprema Meat Market, MGP Coatings, and Ron Mullins with Remax Parkside. Thanks again, guys. Get down to the park tomorrow. We'll see you 10 to 3.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hi, it's Alex with Suprema Meat Market. We are a Mexican meat market with a taqueria. Come enjoy our high-quality cuts of meats. We offer choice and prime Harris Ranch beef, as well as chicken, seafood, and pork items. In the taqueria, all of our tacos come with handmade tortillas. We also offer specialty items like chilaquiles and chile rellenos. Come enjoy Taco Tuesday with Suprema. We offer our tacos at $1.99 each. Suprema Meat Market is located at 8950 Montecito Avenue in Atascadero.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hi, this is Omid
and Deanna
at North County Junk Removal. We are a business known for helping our neighbors and our community.
Let us help you save money and get rid of any unwanted items.
And rest assured that our professional team adheres to global standards of safety and recycling. We are fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind.
We are locally owned and operated, and we look forward to helping you with all your junk removal needs.
Please call us at 805-769-6966.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
What's up, North County? Nate Santos here, owner of Santos Bros Plumbing. You might recognize me with my dancing horses at local events such as the Atascadero Tamale Festival, Templeton 4th of July, and Paso Pioneer Day. I am now available for all your home plumbing service and repair needs, from minor drips and drops to emergency leaks and clogs. For the best plumbing service, call Santos Bros Plumbing, pipe wranglers to the rescue.
Hi, Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations, Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.